Welcome. This is Maker's Journey Workshop. I'm Benjamin Davies, and today we're making leaves. These are one of the first things that drew me into Blacksmith, and it was just really cool to watch a bar transform, and I'll talk more about that at the end, but let's... Excuse me. Yeah, you, YouTuber guy. What size stock are we starting with, cheeky monkey? Starting stock size, 3/8 inch round hot rolled by 30 inches long. Because today we're just going to show you how to repeatedly make pieces off the end of this bar until it gets too short to hold. So follow along. Starting off, we're going to make our little leaf today. We're going to do what I call a half on, half off hammer blow, okay? That means we split the face of this hammer with the material or the edge of the anvil. So to start this point, okay, I'll just give you a reference point. Here's how it's going to start. Look, if you check it out right here. Right, so just like I showed you with the edge of that anvil, and we're going to come in about a 45-degree angle, okay? And that's going to allow you to get a good steep taper real quick. What's also important to note is how you're holding the metal. If you're holding it flat on the anvil, you can't get it as an aggressive of a taper. If you lift that up just a little bit, okay, you'll start to get a real aggressive taper, which is good when you're wanting to attack that stock. Second, half on, half off hammer blow. Same concept, different side of the anvil. We're going to isolate the material now for the stem of our leaf. And so what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll scoot over the other edge of the anvil, and it's the same thing. And so half of that anvil is going to forge our stem, and the other half of the anvil is going to force our bar stock down level. It's a nice way to offset. I don't know if I'd go as far as calling it fullering, although it is kind of a fullering isolating technique. Without any tools. The edge of the anvil, pretty awesome what you can do right there. All right, so for our leaf, if you paid attention when we forged leaves, I think we forged leaf in one of our other videos. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now, but there's 3 different ways. Oh, still don't remember what it is. 3 different ways to attack a leaf that I've shown you. What I like to do is I come in, I hit it with this face first, okay, just like here. And then I flip it over and I attack it with the cross peen. Now as a beginner, one of the biggest mistakes I would always make is I'd want to hit towards the edges with that cross peen, and what you're doing there is you're trying to rush it and you just want to grow the leaf. What you need to do is focus on the middle and moving out a little bit to the left and the right of the middle each time. And then as you finish, you can go through and you can start turning your peen diagonally and putting some realistic texture in there, and you won't have to worry about smushing out the edges. Hey, thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, smash that subscribe button. Mean the world to us. We're going to ramble on for a little second, and of course I'll have you some bloopers at the end. Hopefully if I've got some out of here. If not, I'll go fake it. I don't mind. I'm just kidding. All right, so leaves were one of the first things I got to see made. I was about 19 years old, just got out of military school, on my way to college to play football, and I got to go to my uncle's house, and he made a leaf. And he made it look so easy, but he made it out of a piece of bar, and that just blew my mind that you could transform a piece of metal rod that way and make it look like one of these guys. I remember being in awe. I also knew that that was something that was going to take a whole lot of time and dedication to learn, and my path was different at that time. And 5 years later, I got done college football and I got into Blacksmith. And I remember going to Biltmore. I'm lucky enough to live in the beautiful state of North Carolina, and I got to go see a guy named Doc. Man, if you got to see Doc at Biltmore, he put on a show, and he made these little leaves and it just kind of rekindled. I said, you know, that's part of one of the things that led me to blacksmithing. There was a bunch of little pushes along the way, and I'm grateful for them. And so I just couldn't get over that. And this is all I made when I started. This and like little hooks and everything. And I was just tickled pink. I remember I've got one somewhere. I've seen it recently, and hopefully I'll find it and I'll post it and I'll share it on our Instagram at Maker's Journey Workshop. Check it out. And one of the things I loved about these is I couldn't wait to put it on my keychain. And like we'd go to a restaurant, I just throw my keys on the table, hoping somebody knows. I'd be like, oh yeah, I made that. That's right. I don't know what it is about new blacksmiths. We're all the same. I went to a blacksmith festival up here in Spruce Pine not too long ago called Fire in the Mountain, Spruce Pine, North Carolina. And you can spot the new smiths out. There's one guy, he had like a hammer hanging in that little strap right there on your Carhartts that he'd made. So there's just something so cool about being able to make these things and then tote them around and show people. And I'm hoping with some of these projects that you're doing, you're sharing them with your friends, sharing them with your family, and really enjoying them. I love what you can do with metal. It is truly like Play-Doh, as long as you get it hot and hit it quick enough. I think that's all I got today. It's one of my favorite things. Go out there and make 100. You're going to learn so much. Any of these things, if you've seen any of our videos, I encourage you to go out there and make 100 of them. Keep your first, cherish it. Remember how bad you sucked at it. That's okay. We all sucked. Remember that about the people you may look up to in this field or whatever you're doing. They all sucked starting out. Nobody was Michael Jordan or Kobe or Albert Paley or whoever starting out. They all sucked. They all had to start somewhere. I don't care if you ever saw it or not, they did. So here's one we smashed underneath the power hammer. We still make these to this day. One of my favorite things is when I finally got good enough to where I was kind of proud of them to show them off, is I made one for my daughter. And if you've got kids, you know their rooms get messy. And I can't tell you how many black bag Mondays we'd have. We'd go in there and we'd just throw stuff away. And I never threw these away because I just thought it was cool. I got to make them for her one day, and they made her smile, which made me happy. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed today's show. Smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you again Sunday. I'm not saying it. You can't make me say it, okay? I've got to go. It's 8:30. I've got to install it. Smash that subscribe button. Gotcha. I didn't even get you. You knew it was coming. I mean, how obvious. Thank y'all. Cheeky monkey. A little bit to the left and the right of the middle each time, okay? And hey, what's the matter with your mind and your mind? I don't know the words. Anyways. Blinded by the lights. Watch this, I'm gonna throw it in the forge. You ready? 1, 2. Yeah, I didn't record that clip. Y'all are so gullible. Gosh. All right, come on. Smash that subscribe button.